Hi guys, welcome to Soulful Guide and welcome to my home. And as you can tell from the title of the video, facing fears and overcoming obstacles. All right, so the verb word for fear is being afraid of something or someone. So it's always us trying to get ahead because there's something or someone in our way which creates an obstacle. And so this morning, I want to give you just a few tips on what facing your fear looks like, and some of the things that you may need to move forward with with seeing these obstacles in front of us. All right, so one, face your fears. Face your fears. Oftentimes, we worry about what others think. And it's true, we are codependent beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And so the human side of us will tend to crave the affirmation, the acceptance, the love of others, and nothing is wrong with that. It is only when we allow it to create an obstacle, right? It is true that not everybody can do or be what you want them to be or do, because we are created differently. I believe we're equal, but also we are different. And so when you think about not facing your fears because you worry about what others think, that's going to create a barrier in front of you. And so I want to tell you this morning to trust that the right people are in your life, and they're not there to for you to be intimidated by them, but for them to help you. And so if they're not helping you, you still have to give yourself that credit to move forward. Majority of the times, fear is associated with letting go. And so let go what you need to let go so that you can move forward. Another thing that keeps us in the rear of not moving forward is competition. For example, you want to create a product, or you want to create a business, or you want to do something that's creative. We think about others, we think about what they are doing, and so many times it's good to do research. For me personally, I love to do research on what it is that spirit is guiding me to do. And sometimes I find content that makes me feel intimidated, that makes me feel wow, and what always comes back to me is that there's nobody that can do what I can do. And so I want to give you this example. I could give my three kids um, an egg to fry, and give them the salt, the pepper, and everything that needs to go on the egg. And they would fry that egg differently. And so one of the things that you have to recognize when you're creating your content, when you're doing that which you are called to do, it's never about competition. Competition is a fluid to actually push you forward, to recognize that nobody has what you have. Nobody can do what you can do. And even though it may be the same thing, for example, you're creating a lipstick or a lip gloss or whatever, it may mean the same ingredients. It may have or have the same ingredient as that person, but remember that you have a different energy, you have a different love, you have a different passion. And so that in itself is coming from a new place. Jane, John, and Peter, we all have a different vibe, energy, love, passion that they would eventually put into what they create. And so that always gives me the freeing mindset that whatever I do, it's new, because it's coming from me, it's coming from my ideas, and it's coming from my love and passion and drive and zeal to do it. And so I want to dismantle that from you guys to say competition is good, but don't allow it to create an obstacle for you to move forward with that which you have. Okay, another thing that may cause a blockage, an obstacle, is that we think about what we don't have. Oftentimes we worry about the challenges that are in front of us, and that is normal. Remember, with life comes challenges and difficulties, strive and no strive. All of life's series helps us to pivot forward. It's never to keep us back. And I said that in my last video. But I want to go a little bit deeper, because when you think about what you don't have versus what you have, you open the door for an obstacle to come in. Always remember that God and the universe is working with you and is working for your good. So if you only have 100 US, or you only have 100,000 Jamaican dollars, it still means that you have something to start. I remember when I wanted to start my business, and there's so many different levels to my business, that it had to be that I started with one thing. And so from that one idea created 3-4 more ideas. And so if you're still at the place of thinking that you don't have all of these things in place, it will create a barrier, an obstacle to keep you from moving forward. And so that is not being created by anybody else but you, your perspective of life, and your perspective of how you view your situation. So I'm encouraging you not to think about the things that you don't have, but to think about the things that you do have, so that you can actually move forward. Next thing on the list is we battle with image. If this is the right thing, if how I look or how I will present myself is the right thing, you're always authentic once you're trusting yourself. You're going to be at your best if you're trusting yourself. And so your image, the way you wear your hair, the way you paint your nails, the way you wear your makeup, that's being authentic. And if that is you, then you have to just trust that. And if you don't, it will create how you bring across your messages, how you create your product, whatever it is that you decide to do with your life. And so your image is like no other. You are special. Were created special. To whatever image that you put forward is important to the people that are in your life. And I will say this, there are people in your life that loves you, that appreciates you, and that is waiting for your image. And so don't be afraid to trust yourself with the colors that you want to wear, the way how you want to show up for yourself first. You will show up for many others when you begin to trust yourself. Next point, distraction. It's everywhere. It's on the TV, it's in your workplace, it's pretty much your entire our life's series is depends. I can't say this enough. Distractions are everywhere. Distractions also is a barrier. Everybody has them. Is it the right time? Am I the right person? What would people think? How will I look? How will I start? All of that is the obstacle that keeps us from moving forward. It keeps us from seeing the road ahead, because all that keeps coming is negativity. Sometimes a question that comes from a distraction really helps, because for me, I would say, all right, when is the right time? I'm alive now. Why do I need to wait on the right time? I can do it now. The things that we put off for tomorrow, sometimes we need to do them now, depending on what we're called to do. And so, just to let you know, just to emphasize that distractions are good for us, but it's our way of navigating around the blockage that it may create in our life, in our space. So, distraction will eventually keep you. The next point is lack. And if you are distracted to move forward, you will be in lack, because anything that is not causing you to move forward will definitely not help you to become your true self. Remember, you're already whole, you're already well. It's just that there's a lot of things in the way, blockage, things that we have to go around daily. Every day we have something to move out of our way. It's a constant work, constant work. There's pushback for a reason. There's fear for a reason. Everything comes, but it's not for you to stay stuck. It's for you to continually work and move forward. And so, just in closing, tips to actually help you to to trust when the fear comes, when the distraction comes, when the image, when the lack, when all of that comes at the end of this day, at the end of tomorrow, at the end of this month. It is always for you to recognize that, is this really what I want? Am I really made for this? Yes, you're made for it. If you want to do it, you have to go and take the steps. So I always hear this saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. I can attest to that. There are a lot of things that I fear, but I had to move forward. I had to pivot my way forward because I know I was created for this. And so I had to keep going. And it's true, after a while, you don't have to be doing this, because it becomes the norm for you to say, oh, that's not me. That's not what I want. I know what I want. I'm moving forward. You'll never be distracted when you know what you really want in life. And so I'm speaking from experience. Nothing can really distract me now if I know what I want. If you know who you are, you will never have distractions. And so we're on a journey. And so if you're on a journey of rediscovering yourself, unlearning, facing your fears, wherever you find yourself, jumping over the obstacles, it's a beautiful journey moving forward. It's always to go forward. So facing your fears, overcoming obstacles is definitely the way to see and to be and to embrace all that God has for you, all that the universe has for you. And so, again, in closing, I want to encourage you to open your heart. Trust your intuition. Rid yourself of anything or anyone that might be allowing you to not face your obstacles. And so I hope that this message was a blessing to you, as it is for me to record it. And if you love this content, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And let me know if this was a help for you. Let me know. I really do appreciate every single feedback. Until I see you again, peace and love to you.